Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to explain to you how to use Google Calendar. It is so easy and so convenient, and I can't wait to share with you all of the tips that I have learned using Google Calendar and how it has helped me immensely to keep on task and get everything done throughout the day that I want to get done. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and hit that bell so you can get alerted anytime that I put out a new video. Let's get started. When you get a new Gmail account and you sign on to the calendar, this is what your screen will look like. And so it will give you, if you say got it, okay, so once the Google Calendar opens up, you'll have a blank screen and you will arrive to the date that it currently is. Today is the 28th of May 2020, and this is a brand new account, a brand new Gmail account, so I've never put any Google Calendar items on here yet. So this is a clean slate. Holidays are automatically put in for you, and so this is what I have. So if I was someone new and I wanted to use Google Calendar and I've never used it before, what I would say to you is you want to find the time of day where you want to start your day. So I was a little bit in the afternoon, or actually it brought me right to the nighttime because this little bar right here tells you what time of night it is right now. So yeah, it's pretty late for me. But what I would do is I would start at the beginning of my day. What time do you want to wake up and start your day? That's where you should start your Google Calendar. So for an example, let's just say you want to wake up at 6 a.m. So I would click right here. There's automatic defaults to this blue color, but I'm going to show you how to change all of that to make it personalized for you. So for an example right here, I would write morning routine. And then that would tell me, okay, from 6 to 7 a.m., it's my morning routine. Now, again, I can change my time slots just by clicking here, and they will give me some pre-selected options. You can also type in here. So if I wanted to do just from 6 a.m. to 6:15 a.m., I can do that as well. I just hit return or enter on my screen, on my keyboard, and then I can have it at whatever time slot that I want. Now, if I was going to make this morning routine something that, me and my husband did, or me and my children did together, and they also had the app, then I can go ahead and add guests in here. So if I typed in, I think my husband might pop up. He might not because this is a new email, but whatever. You type in the person's email right here. You can add that guest to this morning routine part of my schedule, and then they can accept or decline, and then they would be in there if they accepted. Now here is where it says add Google Meet video conferencing. This is where maybe many digital teachers out there or virtual teachers out there are using. If you want to add a Google Meet with conferencing, so I was going to have a meeting with somebody, I would click this button, and then this will make the link for the Google Meet pop up automatically. So as soon as I invited that other person, when they get in there and it's time for our meeting, they just click this button just as well as I would, and we would both end up in the same Google Meet. So it's really convenient that way. And if, say, I press this button by mistake, you just go over here, hit the X, and you're good to go. Now you can also add a location and then a description. So again, this is just my morning routine right now. So you can make it an event, an out of office, a reminder, a task, appointment slots. You really want to make it whatever is catered to your schedule and how you want to do it. I honestly just keep it at event. That's just typically what I do. And so down here though is the add description. So this is where it helps me keep on task. So I make a bulleted list, and especially when you're first making a schedule, this can be super helpful because you want to write down all the things that you want to get done during that morning routine. And so when you go to check this in your, let's say your phone or your iPad, it will have that list of things that you won't forget. So you want to remind yourself, make sure every morning I do the dishes. If that's a new behavior that you're trying to develop into your morning routine, you're going to want to write it in this description, because if it's not a behavior you're currently doing, you're going to need that reminder until it becomes a habit. So let's say I put dishes here because that's something I want to get done first thing in the morning and not have to worry about emptying my dishwasher later when everyone else is awake and it's too distracting. I might want to say that I want to wash my face. I want to brush my teeth. Now, these may seem trivial tasks that maybe you just do automatically, but it really does help to type them in and just make sure that you're getting everything done that you need to get done on that day. So I'm just going to leave those three things here. You can number it, you can bullet it. I personally like bullets. You can change any kind of features here that you want. Now, depending on your morning routine, you might want to listen to a certain song on YouTube or listen to a certain YouTube video or something like that. You can insert a link right here. So if I just click that, you could go to any web address that you want, click, copy and paste it in here, and then you would also have that in your description. So that's pretty cool if you're someone that maybe wants to meditate in the morning and there's a certain meditation video that you like to watch or meditation music you want to listen to. That link right there, it's already on your calendar. It's good to go. It is super convenient. Now, the more options button down here is something that I use quite frequently and that I think that you might too when I show you what it can do. So when I click more options, this is where it gives me a whole new platform of things that I can do. For number one, I can change the color of my event. Now, I love to change the color of my event. I want to make sure that everything has a certain color, and then when I'm looking at my calendar visually, you will be able to see, if it's red, that's something that's super important and has to get done today. Like, there's no questions asked. Or I have like the light purple color right here, and I know that if I choose lavender, that block is dedicated to my children in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's dance class, maybe it's a doctor's appointment, maybe it's soccer or church. That is something that the purple color is dedicated to my kids. That is what we do, or library time. I said church, but honestly, my actual color for family things is yellow. So anything that we do together as a family would be in yellow. And that just helps me distinguish, hey, you know what? On Sundays, most of my things are yellow because we have family dinner and we have library time and we go to church and all of those things. So I like to designate the color so when I'm looking at my calendar visually, it helps me know what is going on. So the colors for me are super important. In addition to that, you can tell the calendar when and if this item is going to repeat. So here's where it can get really intricate. If your morning routine changes on any particular day or certain days, then you can make this event for your morning routine on whatever day of week you want to repeat. So, for example, let's pretend that every single day, no matter what day of the week it is, I want to wake up at 6 a.m. and start my morning. Then I would click daily, and then this is on my calendar every single day. But let's say that, I work online and some days I can wake up at 8 and then other days I wake up at 6. So this is where I click the custom button. So I can pick which days I want to start my morning routine at 6 a.m. Let's say I wanted to do Tuesday and Thursday. Then only on Tuesdays and Thursdays will this part of the calendar alert me that that's what's going on at this time. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, maybe I get to wake up at 8 o'clock and I can set up a different task for those things. And then on Saturday and Sunday, you can implement a different morning routine for those days and different times, whatever works for you. Another thing that I really like to use for Google Calendars is the notification. So I'm someone that loves to have reminders and timers and notifications to remind me to do things and when to do them. Because I have 3 children, I can get super distracted. It is really hard to stay on task if I don't have a timer or something reminding me when to do things. So my notification here, you can get an email or a notification. So for me, I have an Apple Watch, so the notification button's fine because it will just alert my watch or my phone and tell me when I need to do this. So right here, this says 10 minutes. So 10 minutes before this activity is going to happen, I will be alerted. I can add another notification. Maybe I want to make it 5 minutes before. Maybe I add another one and I want it to be 1 hour. So over here, you can change. I can do 1 hour before. Maybe I have a doctor's appointment and I want to be alerted, let's see, 1 day before the doctor's appointment. So that way I can set myself up the night before and say, oh, when I look at my calendar, oh, Johnny has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I need to make sure that I get a babysitter for the girls, or I have enough gas in my car so I'm not stopping on the way there and I'm late. These are things that actually happen to me in my life. Yes, so you can set up several notifications, which for me, I love it because I like having reminders. So it looks here like I can have 5 notifications. I think that is a pretty sufficient amount. So I really can't complain about how many notifications they allow you to have. Now, find a time. This is where Google Calendar will let you go through and look at the things that are going on for that day already. So, say I had an already packed day here, then I would have to find a time. Like, say you wanted to make a phone call or a business call. You could look at your day for that time and then say, oh, you know what, 2 o'clock, that's empty. I can call so and so on this time and I can talk for 30 minutes. I have a slot here. Okay. So that's what find a time is for. Okay, so this is your main page. You can also select whether you are free for this activity. So maybe I can still take phone calls during my morning routine. So I can say that I'm free, or I can keep it that I'm busy so there's no other distractions happening during that time. So I'm going to click save for right now so you can see visually. Let's see. We recommend using desktop notifications. Okay, so this is just, I'm going to say ask me later. Or actually, I'm going to dismiss it just for right now because I already have another calendar going on my laptop and I don't want to have that going right now. Okay, so now my morning routine is in. Let's say the next thing I want to do, it will automatically start from the last time. Whoops. Okay, so because I'm on tutorial mode, it wants to tell me all of the things that it can do. I just want to explain to you what I do on my own already. So I can click on my next slot right here, and let's say this is breakfast with family. So this is where I would go to more options. I want to say that breakfast would be 6:30 to 7. For me, that's family time, so I would click yellow.